Number One Cochran Sports Showdown is brought to you by Number One Cochran. Go one better.
Well, this coming Saturday is going to be the game of the year, really, for Penn State. Up to this point, they have Ohio State. They're 4.5-point underdogs in this game. So, Andrew, I want to ask you about this. James Franklin, it seems like every year he comes to this part of the season, he's doing well, everybody has high expectations, and they lose this game. How important is this one for them, and is it time?
It's massive because he's going to lose some of these guys on defense, and even though the recruiting has been so good, your Chop Robinson and King at corner, these guys are going to be gone next year. And I'm not sure the combination of Ohio State and Michigan will ever be this vulnerable. I know Michigan's too, but they've literally not played anybody. They've played the weakest conference. They played cupcakes. Franklin even made a comment about it earlier in the week that he tried to backtrack on about their scheduling because he got all kinds of crap for playing UMass on Saturday. Yippee, UMass, what they win by 60.
63.
And Ohio State, they don't have a great quarterback right now.
No, that's why I think Penn State can win this game.
Right. So you have this number one defense. It should travel to Columbus on Saturday. You should win this game and win the Big Ten this year.
Coaches have lost their jobs because they can't win a certain rivalry game. You can have a wonderful record all along, and you don't win those games. So from that point of view, if let's say James Franklin does not beat Ohio State and then loses to Michigan too, what happens?
Bob, knowing the history of what Penn State went through recently, I think James Franklin, I think they're happy with him. Regardless of what happens in this game, I think his job is safe. I think you're right. If they don't do it now, when are they going to do it? But I think given what they went through with Joe Paterno and everything that happened after that, I think they love having James Franklin.
See, I would agree with Ray. And your point is well taken. John Cooper couldn't beat Michigan, right? He won a lot of games at Ohio State.
A ton of games, but it didn't matter.
He couldn't beat Michigan, so that's all that mattered. But this is the best opportunity that they have, for sure. I don't think that they'll win. I think it'll be a close game. I think it'll be a game that they like to play and want to play, but I don't think that they'll win. I think sometimes you just run into a team that you can't find a way to beat them, particularly at their house. And what is he? Is he 1-7 against Ohio State? I think right now. I don't think they're going to find a way. I'd be.
He's got a terrible record against the top 10 and top 25.
Well, he's got a terrible record against Ohio State, Michigan, and Michigan State.
Right.
You're right. So he's got to find a way to win. You go 2-1 in those games. Maybe you make the Big Ten playoff or Big Ten championship game on a tiebreaker. I don't know, but I would want to take it out of the tiebreaker's hands and win both of these games, and they should, frankly.
30 seconds to you, Ray, and that's it. And that would be if they win this game and lose to Michigan. I still think they found their way into the playoff. Do you? Do you think if they win one of these two games and run the table elsewhere?
Yes, depending on what else happens with some of these other teams who are doing well. No, yes, I think they can do it.
What happens if all three of them finish with one loss? What happens then?
Well, I don't know.
That's possible.
We don't have 12 yet, right? So we're down to
right. It's still 4.
You got to wait for that.
You got to wait for that. What do you think?
I think Michigan's going to end up seeing their way through all of this. To be honest with
Undefeated.
you. Yes, I think.
They've beaten Ohio State 3 years in a row.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think they're. I don't think
their schedule's been terrible.
Right.
But I think they'll find a way to do it.
All right, we got to go to this, and this is. I'm sure you've heard this too. That Kenny Pickett has teamed up with Number One Cochran. That's right. They're celebrating that partnership now with offers you don't want to miss during Number One Cochran's Welcome Kenny Pickett to the Team sales event. Choose from 19 new car brands and thousands of pre-owned vehicles. Plus, get special buy, lease, and financing offers. It's the Welcome to Kenny Pickett sales event. You don't want to miss it. Now at all Number One Cochran locations. You can also do it online at Cochran.com.